guys, and welcome back to my channel. Okay, so today I decided we were going to start a new kind of like, I don't want to say series because that's weird, but we're going to start a new thing called hashtag Self-Care Sunday, where we kind of focus on our mental and emotional and physical health. So today what we're going to be doing is pretty much one of my favorite things, and we're gonna do our makeup. I'm gonna do a get ready with me. So we're gonna go ahead and get into it. You may have seen my previous uploads where I sold Unique for a little while, and I don't sell it anymore, but I do still love a lot of the products. Okay, so what prompted me to do this is my friend Laura Dowd. She's amazing. She works at the Lancome counter at Belk in Parkway Place Mall in Huntsville, Alabama. She's the manager there. She sent me some Lancome goodies, and I'm really excited. I used some of them yesterday in my beauty routine, and I just kind of wanted to touch on some of them now. I started out moisturizing with this sunscreen, and it's a advanced multi-correcting cream for all skin types from Lancome. And sunscreen is very important because your neck is the first thing that shows signs of aging, and so like that on your face too really helps. I use it under my makeup. And then this youth activating eye cream, I think that's for like crow's feet and like under eye bags, but I love anything anti-aging. I'm weird like that. So I put both of those on, and then I put on the Lancome Perfecting Makeup Primer. It's a smoothing effect, and it's oil free. And I put that on my eyelids, I put that on my nose and on my chin, where kind of my pores are the biggest and my makeup tends to settle. I put that on there. And then I went ahead and I did my brows with the Moodstruck Addiction Shadow Palette 1. And I used the color Forthright for my brows. And I know that's weird to use like an eyeshadow for your brows, but if I'm at home and I'm not going to do anything for the day, I just use that instead of my pomade from upstairs because it's just easier. And then I sculpted them out with the CoverGirl Ready Set Gorgeous concealer. And I don't even know what shade this is, guys. It's like 2 years old. And I can hear all the YouTubers in my head cringing. But if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? Right. Okay, so it's probably where the source of all my breakouts come from. So I've already done all of that. And I like to kind of sit down and listen to music, and that's what you might hear in the background when I do my makeup. And you might also hear cars outside because I have the windows open because it's a beautiful day out. And it just makes me feel happy inside, and that's what this video is about, is making yourself feel happy inside. Also, I have my delicious beverage, my sweet tea, and don't hate me for the cup, you Alabama fans, because it's my dad's. So also, you guys are like stacked up against something right now, so if you fall, I'm sorry, we will readjust, okay? Alright, so we're going to start with our eyeshadow. I like to start with my eyeshadow before my face makeup because in case of any fallout or anything like that, I can just cover it easy, okay? So we're going to be using the Addiction palette from Unique. And we are also going to be using a single pot eyeshadow from Lancome that she sent me. So what we're going to do is we're just going to use a subtle transition color today probably, and then use the one pot. I'm not going to go extensive because I'm not going anywhere, so there's really no point. And what we're going to do is we're going to start out with a smudge brush. This is from Bean Gauchy Paris. I don't know how to say that. I'm hoping I'm saying it right, but if not, oh well. Okay, so we gonna get real close, okay? Alright, I'm going to start with the color Chipper. It's like a matte, kind of brown. It's like a light brown. And I'm just gonna put that in my crease because, I mean, browns honestly look the best with my eye color. Browns and like purples and greens look the best with my eye color. I have green eyes. And we're just gonna like blend. Just kind of blend that out. Create like a smokier kind of eye. And like usually if I'm going out, what I'm gonna do is like I'll use a transition color like this. And then I'll put like a darker color in the crease. But since I'm just going to be at home, there's no sense. You saw the look I did yesterday with the darker color in the crease. So there's really no point in, you know, doing it again. But since I'm just going to be at home, I'm just going to keep this simple. Keep it, you know, light and fun. Especially since, you know, I'm going to be chasing my kid around. So there's really no point. Also, one thing I will say, like, this eye is always going to look different from this eye because I have a scar on this eye, right in the crease of my eye, in the corner of my eye, because, okay, this is going to turn into a story time. When I was younger, like, my family was really, really broke, which we're still broke, but my mom's not as broke as we used to be. And so instead of like going to take me to get my hair cut, she used to cut my hair herself. I'm sure you can see where this is going. Okay, so she was cutting my bangs and we were laughing and just cutting up and having a good old time while she was doing it. So then, she had said something funny, or my grandmother had said something funny. I don't remember which one it was. One of them said something that I thought was hilarious, and that my mom thought was hilarious. And so when she went to cut my bang, it was like right here. When she went to cut my bang, she had laughed and I had laughed. And so when I laughed, I like leaned forward and it snipped my eyelid. So now I have a scar right there because my mom accidentally cut my eyelid when she was cutting my hair. And it was like, I really was fine with it. Like, it didn't really hurt that bad until I saw the blood, and then I freaked out. Because when you're a kid, you're like, oh, blood. Like, you start to think like you're dying or something, you know. Okay, so I think that this is good. I think that's pretty. You know, nothing too drastic, nothing too dark. Okay, what we're going to do now is, once again, another thing I learned from a YouTuber on here. I always clean my brushes off, even if it's just wiping it down, because I'm lazy and I don't like to clean my brushes very much. So yeah. I just use like an oil-based cloth to get them off. Anyways, so I'm going to use this tip that I learned from another YouTuber. And I don't remember if it was Kato Potato or if it was like, or if it was Cosmo by Haley. It might have been both, honestly. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a concealer and a concealer brush, and I'm going to, let me find my other concealer brush. There it is. I'm going to take some concealer and kind of carve out the shape of my eyelid, kind of. And I'm going to create a space for my other eyeshadow to stick. It's my crackhead neighbor again. Okay, you can kind of see how I carved that out a little bit. But like I said, what it's going to do is it's going to create a cleaner space and like a more tacky surface for my next like eyeshadow, my accent eyeshadow, I guess you could say, to stick to. Because we are going to be using this Lancome shadow, and it's pretty. It has like glittery, foily kind of stuff in it. And I love me some glitter. I don't care what time of day it is. There is always time for glitter. Yes, I'm that type of person. I'm sorry. It is what it is. Okay. Alright. So we're going to go ahead and I'm going to show you another trick that I learned from some YouTubers on here. Once again, I don't know who it was. It was either Kato Potato or Cosmo by Haley, because those are really the only ones that I watch. Because one of them is like super funny, and then the other one is like, just her stuff is so good. Okay, so I'm going to use this Wet n Wild Photo Focus Natural Finish Setting Spray. I'm going to take the brush that Laura sent me. I'm going to spray it. Okay? And then I'm going to take the eyeshadow that she sent me, and it looks pink, so it looks scary, but trust me, it doesn't go on pink. It's called Kitten Heel. And I am going to get a little bit of that. And we're just going to pack it on where we put the concealer. Ooh, it's so pretty. I'm going to show you guys here in a second. Okay, it doesn't even like look pink. It's like a more like a rosy gold. It's beautiful and I love it so much. When I used it yesterday for the first time, I was like shook, like for real. I love it. It is probably my favorite eyeshadow that I've ever used in my life. And that is saying something because I've used a lot. And I usually tend to stick to like more neutral colors. But I love this rosy gold. Okay, and it looks beautiful. I will show you guys in a moment like a close-up of this. But I'm just like still like, you know. Let me go ahead and next I'm going to do my eyeliner. And what I'm going to be using today is I'm going to be using the Lancome Paris